Everything she said had been said before. Laurie Moore, Agnes of Iowa. 1. The Burglars. Last summer, a short time before my son was due to leave home for college, my wife woke me in the middle of the night. At first I thought she was shaking me because of burglars. Since moving to the country, my wife had developed a tendency to jerk awake at every creak and groan and rustle. I'd try to reassure her. It's the radiators, I'd say. It's the joists contracting or expanding. It's foxes. Yes, foxes taking the laptop, she'd say. Foxes taking the keys to the car, and we'd lie and listen some more. There was always the panic button by the side of our bed, but I could never imagine pressing it in case the alarm disturbed someone, say, a burglar, for instance. I am not a particularly courageous man, not physically imposing, but on this particular night I noted the time, a little after 4, sighed, yawned, and went downstairs. I stepped over our useless dog, padded from room to room, checked windows and doors, then climbed the stairs once more. Everything's fine, I said. Probably just air in the water pipes. What are you talking about? Said Connie, sitting up now. It's fine, no sign of burglars. I didn't say anything about burglars. I said I think our marriage has run its course. Douglas, I think I want to leave you. I sat for a moment on the edge of our bed. Well, at least it's not burglars, I said, though neither of us smiled, and we did not get back to sleep that night. 2. Douglas Timothy Petersen. Our son Albie would be leaving the family home in October, and all too soon afterwards so would my wife. The events seemed so closely linked that I couldn't help thinking that if Albie had flunked his exams and been obliged to retake, we might have had another good year of marriage. But before I say any more about this and the other events that took place during that particular summer, I should tell you a little about myself and paint some sort of portrait in words. It shouldn't take long. My name is Douglas Petersen, and I am 54 years old. You see that intriguing final E in the Petersen. I'm told it's the legacy of some Scandinavian heritage, some great-grandfather, though I have never been to and have no interesting stories to tell about Scandinavia. Traditionally, Scandinavians are a fair, handsome, hearty, and uninhibited people, and I am none of those things. I am English. My parents, both deceased now, raised me in Ipswich. My father a doctor, my mother a teacher of biology. Douglas came from her nostalgic affection for Douglas Fairbanks, the Hollywood idol, so there's another red herring right there. Attempts have been made over the years to refer to me as Doug, or Dougie, or Doogie. My sister Karen, self-proclaimed possessor of the Petersen soul big personality, calls me D, Big D, the D-ster, or Professor D, which, she says, would be my name in prison. But none of these have stuck, and I remain Douglas. My middle name, incidentally, is Timothy, but it's not a name that serves anyone particularly well. Douglas Timothy Petersen. I am, by training, a biochemist. Appearance. My wife, when we first met and felt compelled to talk constantly about each other's faces and personalities and what we loved about each other and all of that routine, once told me that I had a perfectly fine face, and seeing my disappointment quickly added that I had really kind eyes, whatever that meant. And it's true, I have a perfectly fine face, eyes that may well be kind but are also the brownest of browns, a reasonable-sized nose, and the kind of smile that causes photographs to be thrown away. What can I add? Once, at a dinner party, the conversation turned to, who would play you in the film of your life? There was a lot of fun and laughter as comparisons were made to various film stars and television personalities. Connie, my wife, was likened to an obscure European actress, and while she protested, she's far too glamorous and beautiful, etc., I could tell that she was flattered. The game continued, but when it came to my turn, a silence fell. Guests